It is amazing how much freedom you get from taking control of your life. So maybe you feel prisoned. Maybe you feel like you're trapped at your job. You're trapped in different circumstances, different aspects of your life. But it is complete freedom to realize that you are in control of your life and you must take charge of it. So I come from a church background, believing in Christ, trusting in God. And with that, we always have the principle of God is in control. And then when we talk about things like finances and stuff like that, the aspect is, well, it's not your money, it's God's money. You're just a steward of God's money. But hold up, let's back up a little bit. A steward is somebody who manages. You are a manager. You are in control, just like Joseph was in control of Potiphar's money. So with that being said, you are a manager. You are in control. And you are a steward of your life and every aspect of it. Of your job, of your marriage, of your being a parent with your kids. You are the manager. To look at David when he was a king and say, no, you're not the king, God's the king. No. David was the king, but God is the king over David. But he was still a king and he had to behave as such. He had to be wise as such. He had to work hard. He had to learn. He had to grow. Every aspect of his life, he had to take charge and be the king that God placed him in that position to be. One reason why I wanted to start a YouTube channel is because I saw so many correlations between wisdom in the book of Proverbs and in the book of Ecclesiastes that when I listen to podcasts about entrepreneurs and about business, I'm like, this principle applies, and this principle applies, and this principle applies. And I realized that God teaches wisdom. In order to be wise, you must take that wisdom and say, all right, I'm going to do this with my life. So you are in control. So what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about your business, your job? Me and my wife, we thought that we were stuck. I worked the job because of the job security. I worked the job because of the flexibility in the hours. And I got to a point to where when I stopped growing, I felt like I was stuck. And then there were other areas of my life that I kind of felt the same way, that 5 years ago I should have made a change and I didn't. And now we're hitting a time in our life to where I feel so free and I can see the beauty in life. Why? Because I realize it is the choices that I make that determines the outcome. And what am I going to do about it? I can sit back and say, well, I'm where I'm supposed to be, and I can waste my afternoon sitting watching Netflix, or I can get out and I can hustle and I can do something. Right now, I'm about to start a tree job, somebody that I know, and it's a pretty decent job, and I'm going to have a whole bunch of fun with it. But this is a side hustle that I started to take care of a need, and then it completely turned my life around in such a way that now I'm seeing visions in completely different areas of my life, and there's freedom there. So, what freedom are you going to take? Your happiness? Your mindset determines your happiness. You are in control of your mindset. Your finances? Your finances are determined by your discipline, by your diligence, by your work ethic. Are you willing to grow? Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to take the courage to take new steps and do something that you've never done before, or something that you thought you couldn't do before? Are you willing to do it? And then are you willing to hustle? Are you willing to wake up and maybe work that 9-to-5 job and then go past that and work on something else, even if it's not showing you money right off the bat? Are you willing to try something new? Why are you making excuses? Go after it. There are so many things. It's just a matter of, do you have the determination, and it's windy, but do you have the determination and the diligence to step out of your comfort zone and to learn something new? Now, God is in control, and if God tells you to do something, do it. And if God is directing in your life and says, this is where I want you, be in the will of God. But God gives us so much freedom as well. Don't make excuses for not doing. Talking about generational wealth, talking about riches and honor. And our biggest thing is doing something that makes you happy, to where you can provide for your family and you can serve God and you can be happy doing it. Take control. control of your life, and it gives you a freedom like you could never believe before. I came up with the idea of this video because I was driving to work one morning, had the cruise set on 60, I was drinking my coffee, I was listening to stuff on the radio, and I was like, wow, I just had an amazing morning. And I was inspired, and I was driven. And I had that freedom to know that we're going in a positive direction. Can you do that with your life? Can you take control of your life and say, God, I'm going to do what you want me to do, and I'm also going to be diligent and wise. Let's see what's possible. Have a good day, and like always, work smarter and harder.